All right, and then Phil, sorry, but please rejoin as a player.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Thank you for helping me troubleshoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are live.
All right, let's check the audio out.
That'd be fine.
I heard
Level,
Ashley.
level.
All right, testing audio.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Did we
Okay,
win?
Test.
I think so.
I'm gonna turn
Yep,
Ryan
we
up a
won.
little bit.
Everything works. We're good.
There you
Okay. All right. So let me go to the recap.
Cover me.
So
go.
the recap was pretty long for last session. I put all the lore in there. So if you guys want to read through the stuff to remind yourself anything, it's all in there. But I had the ChatGPT write a shortened version. So so some of the lore may be pertinent. So if you want to look back, you can. But I'm just going to read the shorter one for the stream. So in the latest events of Shadows of the Dragon Queen, the party uncovers the tragic tale of Knight Sarlamir through the visions tied to the mysterious purple flames and from the spirit of Knight Jandin. The visions reveal that Sarlamar, on a divine quest from Paladin, he'd already ChatGPT screwed it up. On a divine quest from Paladine, to confront the King Priest of Istar about a flying city, ultimately failed when he slew the leader of a group of metallic dragons. This act cursed his Dragonlance and led to his death and the city's fall. Knight Jandin, burdened by guilt over hiding the truth, asked the party to redeem the cursed weapon and free Sarlamar's soul. When the party enters Sarlamar's tomb, they witness a vision of Lord Soth absorbing the cataclysmic flames and igniting the tomb with purple fire. Upon approaching the sarcophagus, Sarlamar rises as an undead knight and accuses the party of following in their master's footsteps, aka Lord Soth. A fierce battle ensues, complicated when Sorinda goes berserk and attacks her allies. After defeating Sarlamar and subduing Sorinda, the party recovers remnants of the cursed Dragonlance and a mysterious serpent-shaped staff. Returning to the surface, the party is stopped by Kalamon's guards and told not to leave the city as Marshal Vendry seeks an explanation for the violent events in the council chambers and below in the catacombs. And this is where we will pick up tonight's session. How will the Marshal react to the entire council being murdered by Lord Soth? Will the party pursue Lord Soth into the northern wastes in order to find the City of Lost Names? Find out now on the 31st session of Shadows of the Dragon Queen.
Oh my goodness,
One of these days, and I won't screw that up.
that's a callback.
Okay, so you guys are back in your chambers, and all of you can take a long rest, and it is the following day.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice cloak you got there, Sorinda.
Yes. But I think it's a little short for my stature. It might work best for you, actually. Help with your sneaking around and possibly maybe prevent you from. Oh dang! I'm getting characters mixed up here. Sorry. Probably prevent you from.
I'd like to say that when Cosgrave asks this, he's already like holding it and like looking at it.
You can keep it, Cosgrave. You can keep it. So how do I get this off my sheet and onto his sheet?
I think you can.
Just request trade, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or
You can
I
trade
do
it
that.
to him.
Okay, now I gotta figure out where to put it. Items, inventory. Ah, yes.
Oops.
Okay. Now I gotta.
There you go.
Where is the cloak? Force shroud. There it is.
Thank you much.
Mm-hmm.
Has it already been identified?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe.
Hate to put on something cursed.
It's not a cursed one.
Well, technically, per the rules, you even if you attune to a magic item, you don't know whether or not it's cursed, unless you identify.
Oh, that's why I asked if it's been
with the
identified.
spell. No. I mean, she's been using it, so you know what it is, but like you
okay.
still wouldn't know whether or not it's cursed.
Well, she gave it to me, so I'm assuming it's not cursed.
Yeah, she wouldn't be. Well, it could have different curses. Maybe we'll see.
Yes.
That's interesting. I haven't thought about that.
Uh-oh.
Something to plan for maybe in the future.
So this
Right
is
now,
magical?
it seems
You have any way
okay,
to
Phil.
identify it?
You got to find a wizard.
Yeah.
We don't have any way to identify?
It's a sometimes cursed cloak. Yeah.
There's sometimes when I need it to be cursed.
Yeah.
Nobody's got identified? Oh, man.
Nope.
No, your wizard died in the flames.
We had a
the
wizard?
village of Ogler.
I thought that was a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Like a ranger, a cleric, and a druid. They all do magic, right?
Different
I ain't
types.
anything.
Different types.
I could swim if you wanted me to, and I wouldn't help the cloak.
All right, I'm going to
Nice.
make swimming pivotal, Ryan,
Okay.
to solving a mission or something, so then I don't hear any more bitching that you can swim.
Oh, no, I'll still bitch.
No,
Nice.
it's not allowed. Once it becomes a critical part to a quest or a mission, and you do it, then you have to be done for the rest of time.
I don't agree to
Uh,
Those are the terms.
that.
Okay.
So Eric,
yes.
I don't see that spear tip on my sheet. I'm assuming I should probably add that.
Yeah. I didn't create an item for it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and add it in there, and then for next session, I'll try to put a picture with it and stuff.
Okay, sure.
Just call it like a Sarlamar's ruined Dragonlance or something like that.
Okay.
All right, so I am going to start the next day, and then start time, and unpause the game. Okay, so you guys have woken up. It is the morning, and you were told not to leave the city as the marshal wanted to speak with you when she returned.
Okay. So I think I would want to try to seek out a library and see if I can figure anything out about Sarlamar's Dragonlance or Lord Soth. I want to try and research both of those topics.
Yes. You know that in the castle, in the keep, there is a library that you could definitely utilize as you're part of the armed forces.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably be spending the day doing that.
Okay. So that's what Paul will be doing. What's Burnham doing, Ryan?
That's a good point. That's a good question. Do I have? I don't think I have an interest in books. I don't know, because we're just waiting for her to come back, right?
Yeah, you guys have a little bit of downtime until she returns. The guards told you yesterday that she would be returning sometime today.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with Elgrim and just help him get books.
Okay. Cosgrave, what's Cosgrave up to this morning?
We're in Kalaman?
Yep, you're in Kalamon. You're in the keep.
Go check on my Kinderflinger.
Oh, maybe I gotta activate the seed. That would be helpful. Okay, so you're gonna check on your Kinderflinger, and then actually, what's Serinda up to today?
Well, before she goes to any house of healing, she is going to stop and look to buy some potions.
Okay. And then Mark, what is Ural going to be doing this morning?
I think he'd like to go with Serinda to buy some potions. That's a really good idea, since we're both the healers. But
Okay.
I'll also mention to Serinda that I'm kind of worried about the orphans, and I wonder if we can go check on them because we don't know what happened after all that catastrophe that happened here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You guys can definitely then visit either Malura's Oddities or the city market, and you guys can just buy from that automatically. So I will start then with Cosgrave reaching out to see Tatiana regarding the Kinderflinger. So, Cosgrave, I don't think you've ever been. You don't know where Tatiana is living in the city. So, how are you going to try to find her this morning?
Did she have a business that I went to?
I
thought it was like.
I thought you commissioned it when you met her, right?
But she took me into like I was trying to buy stuff. Other stuff.
Yeah, I thought you met her in the city market. I think you just ran into her, right? Okay, we can
Maybe
say.
I'm thinking of the wrong. Was it not the person I bought the poison stuff from?
No. That's a different person.
Oh,
that's Weehan. She has her own business. But yeah, we can quickly create a business for.
No, I mean I can look for the person I'm supposed to be looking for. That's fine.
Yeah, Tatiana is the one who, if you remember, you guys saved her from the dragon army. She had a bunch of clockwork mechanisms and things, and at her house. Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna assume that she's pretty fairly eccentric, and I'll probably just go around asking people, probably people that look like they live in Kalaman, either shopkeepers or maybe people on the street. But hey, have you seen a gnome around? She's got a bunch of different devices she's been making, little contraptions and creatures and stuff. And so he'll just kind of go around asking and trying to describe her and the things she's got. See if anybody's seen her around or know where.
Okay, so I'll say go ahead and give me a charisma investigation check.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah, that's not a normal one. Okay. So I would say fairly quickly, you start asking around, and someone points you in the direction. She's like, "Oh yeah, I heard she now that she's working for the keep, and the council, she set up shop over near the Warriors Gate." And so we will reveal Tatiana's warehouse.
Dun, dun,
dun. And so you make your way over, and as you approach, you hear all kinds of crazy sounds. You're hearing clanging. You're hearing a fire billowing. You hear people like on the streets, kind of like talking about and kind of pointing towards this building, and you know the where as you approach the warehouse, the door, it's got two large doors in front of it, and one of them is completely ajar, the other one's closed, and there's just loud noises coming from inside. You see flashes of light occasionally, and as you walk in, a like a mechanical chicken kind of hops in your direction, and you kind of jump out of the way, and you see Tatiana, who is this. Let me pull up her picture. She is a gnome with long brown hair, or sorry, blonde hair. She's got goggles on her head. She is.
I remember her.
Whoa, that was weird. She has goggles on her eyes, and as you come in, she looks like she's banging on something, and she's got some kind of magical light source. You don't know what it's doing, but she's touching it to two metallic pieces, which is pretty interesting to you. You've never seen this before, and she kind of takes a minute to notice you, and when she finally does, she puts the device down and she pulls the goggles up, and she's like, "I think I remember you. Didn't you come to my house a while back?"
Yeah, it's been a little while. And like Cosgrave's like glancing around at all the stuff around the room, and he's just like jams his hands into his pockets as like forcefully as he can, and is just like concentrating, and like looks back at her and is like, yeah, I think we helped you out with some goblins.
Yeah, that's right. How's it going? Oh wait, you commissioned something from me, didn't you? You wanted a Kenderflinger or something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, well, let me show you what's going on. And she brings you over to a table that has so many pieces of paper on it that are strewn all about, with all kinds of different sketchings and writings, and looks like numbers. So maybe there's equations. You're not quite sure. And she like starts ruffling through them, and it takes her probably a good minute or two. And she's like, yes. And then she puts down. She kind of unrolls like a scroll, like a parchment, and there's some sketches of how the thing is going to work, and she's like, well, I'm still figuring out how to make it mobile. I think you said you wanted it to fly or something. I don't remember, but I'm working on it. There's some progress, and then she kind of like points to a part of the room, and there is something that's being constructed there. And she's like, yeah, I think you put down your original down payment, but I think I'm going to need a little bit more funds to complete the project. But I have a plan worked out, and as you kind of like look at the plans, you see like on one of the drawings, like there's a small image of a small humanoid stick figure flying in the air, and then a couple different versions. One of the versions shows them landing safely with some sort of parachute type mechanism. One of them shows a version with like wings. One of them shows a version where they're falling with like a skull and bones death type, and I don't know about that one. And it's kind of like crossed out. But yeah, so she's kind of showing you the plans, and then you kind of see like a semi-built catapult Kenderflinger that's not quite all the way there, kind of in a corner of the room.
Yeah, Cosgrave's like looking at the drawing, and he's just like so excited. He's like, oh my god, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. And he like pulls out a little pencil, and he like draws in his new little cloak cape on all the little people.
I love it. I love it.
And a little hoop in his hands. He's like, "Oh, it's gonna be so great." Yeah. Well, how many more funds do I need?
I mean, probably another 50 gold pieces. I think I can get this thing finalized.
Okay. Maybe I can get another requisition from the guy at the castle. I don't have any gold on my character, so I don't know if that's like right.
I think something happened in the update, but I unchecked currency. Does everybody else have no gold on their character?
Let me check.
I have
gold.
some, but I'm exceptionally
Oh.
poor. I only have one.
Yeah, I have
So
5.
that might
so
be right.
Where?
I think we got to pay out before.
I feel like you guys got paid.
Yeah,
I have 21 gold. I don't know if that's right or not.
no, it's not.
Oh wait,
I mean, I don't have
and my
on
alms
D&D
box, I have
Beyond,
131. So I don't know.
Dang.
Well, I haven't spent.
Did you not-
Mark has 100.
Did you loot a bunch and we didn't split it out yet, or
No.
do you just not spend?
I just haven't spent it.
No, I remember you guys got paid here. Let me go back and look. After you guys.
It's like I could see myself giving like a bunch of money, all of my money for the Kinderflinger to start, but I felt like we got some since last I talked to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you did too. I feel like you guys got paid after you did the Wheel Watch Outpost mission.
Okay. So yeah, I should have money then.
But yeah, no.
So I know we
Well, I
went
think
broke.
Paul, I think Paul, you spent a lot of your money, right?
I spent it all on that mission, buying the cart and the horse, and a bunch of people chipped in for it. I know,
I don't think I was.
but I spent all of my money to do the Wheel Watch Outpost ruse. But I don't remember buying anything after that.
All right. So who's all broke? It looks like Cosgrave's broke.
Yeah.
Barnum is broke.
Yeah, I'm mostly broke. I have 1 gold.
Rinda is fairly broke. Ural is fat stacks. He's got 100 gold somehow. Let's see. What does Paul got? All right. So all of you that are broke, so everyone except Ural, I'll say you all have 50 gold pieces.
All right.
Now, Eric, I do have some in my alms box because that's where I put some of my money is in my alms box, and that's where I have most of my money because I just don't use it.
Okay.
So are you saying that my 21 should be a 50, or are you saying like because I don't?
Well, how much do you have total? I was trying to make sure people had some money to buy some stuff.
Yeah, I have 131 in my alms box, and I have 21 that's on my character sheet itself.
Well, then you don't get to 50. You
That's
have plenty
fine.
of money.
That's fine. That's what I wanted to clarify.
I was trying to give money to the poor.
I appreciate. So you're good. I just wanted to clarify.
All right. Why isn't this?
Well, I'm gonna give my 50 gold to the gnome
Okay.
and my petrified mouse.
She looks a bit confused. She's like, do you want me to like integrate this somehow? Like, what is this for?
I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, if that's what you want to do with it, it'd be kind of cool.
Okay. So she looks a little confused, but she's like, yeah, all right. And she like
Petrified mouse
goes and
would be
grabs
fine.
like a pair of tongs and like takes it from you, and she like goes and puts it in this box, and she's like puts a lid on the box, and she's like, okay, yeah, we'll figure that out.
I can't think of the movie or the show, but it's like, oh, maybe it's the oh yeah, it's like the Monty Python Holy Grail, right? With the guards guarding the kid in the castle, and he's writing the note to throw out the window,
Yeah.
and he keeps looking back at the guard, and the guard's just like, yeah. That's what Cosgrave's like the whole time. He's just like, yeah.
And she says to you, Cosgrave, right?
Yeah.
I probably need probably 3 or 4 more weeks, to be honest with you. Ever since I've been recruited by the Keep, they have me making all sorts of contraptions to help thwart this dragon army. So I've been pretty busy, but yeah, if you give me another 3 or 4 weeks, surely I should have this complete for you, because this is pretty interesting.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Okay, and then so as you're leaving the shop, sorry, I gotta find something real quick. Yeah, as you're leaving the shop, somebody walks by that you recognize. Another Kender. That you met at the Wheel Watch outpost. Elgo, Duck Ditcher, was like, "Oh, hey, Cosgrave, how's it going, man? You find any ghosts yet? Or no, you were looking for dragons, right?"
I was looking for dragons, but I found ghosts. You would never
Wait,
believe
what?
it.
You found ghosts?
I found ghosts. It was amazing.
Wait, tell me all about it. I have to hear this.
Yeah, Cosgrave just goes into the whole story. It was here at Calamon, right?
Yes, in Calamon,
Yeah.
in the catacombs.
Yeah. We were in the catacombs. There were ghosts. We fought them. They possessed somebody. It was crazy.
Man, that is wild. I am so jealous. I've been on a mission, and I unfortunately haven't found mine. I do have some bad news for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, remember we traded Hoopax, and we
Yeah.
said we would re-trade Hoopax back when we saw each other? Well,
I got it right here.
yeah, well, yours unfortunately was broken. I had another run-in with those jerks in the Dragon Army, and you know, they took it and they like snapped it over their knee. But thankfully, there was some soldiers from Calamon riding by, and I didn't get thrown in another prison again. So that's good. So I'm back at it, and I hear there are dragons north of here, maybe. So I'm gonna head that way. But I have another Hoopack for you. So here, let me give you this. So he is going to hand you a Hoopack, and I'm going to put it on your character sheet. And I'm going to have you do the work of making it work for melee and then making it work for ranged, because I don't want to do that.
Fun. I may have
So,
to...
yeah, I'm really sorry about this, but, I figured I'd get you a replacement. This one seems a little nicer than the one you had. So, here. I think I need mine back, though, because I feel like mine's got better luck than the one you gave me.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I hit some ghosts with it, so...
Oh, wait, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, great. This is going to give me the spark that I need
Yeah,
to
I feel like
find
it's the ghosts now.
the tombs. All right. Show me where that tomb is again.
I started drawing a picture for him.
Okay.
Oh,
He
sorry, I gave you
gladly-
my good luck mouse, but I already gave it to the gnome.
Wait, you had a good luck mouse?
I did. Yeah, he was great. His name was Tweets. He was great.
Oh, I forgot about your mouse.
He's like, well, hopefully when we run into each other next, I'll have some ghost stories of my own to tell you.
Oh, that'd be
But
great.
it's been good seeing you.
Yeah, it was good to see you too.
And then
Let me know if you see any dragons.
I'm going north, so fingers crossed. And maybe I'll find a lucky mouse along the way, and we'll get to ride one day just like you did.
Oh, that'd be so
I'm
cool.
so jealous. All right, and with that, we will next hop over to Serinda and Ural, as you guys have just finished shopping in the market. And Ural had suggested to go see Yalme and the orphans on the outskirts of the city.
I tried to shop in the market, but for some reason it gave me nerve.
Great. The
Yeah.
market is now
Sorry.
broken.
The
Sorry.
I can't move my money from the alms box. I mean, I can change it in my main character sheet, which is what I did, but I can't make it 0, my gold 0 in my alms box for some reason.
Okay. Look at all kinds of fun issues today.
Yeah.
Did you took all the money out?
Yeah, I took all the money out, so it should be gold 0 in my alms box.
Yeah, you're right. The alms box is like bugged. I can't change it either. Well, actually, I think you have to edit it, Ashley,
Oh, it's
and then
zero,
you could
it's
change.
0 now.
Then you could change
It's
it.
0 now. I don't know what happened, but it's 0 now.
But do you have the edit button on the top left?
Top left.
Yeah, it looks like. Here, I'll take a screenshot of it. All right. So this is what it looks like. It's so on the left. There's a little button you can turn on or off, and that will let you do that. But so that should let you take items out of it. But,
Oh no, I don't have that little slot thingy.
oh, maybe it's just a GM thing then. You guys can't edit items.
I used to be able to put stuff in here and edit. I don't know what happened, but I used to.
Yeah, I don't know why you're on
There's
spot.
a button that says manage currency, and that's not working.
Okay. Alright, so I'll just make everything 0 in there.
Yeah, I did notice that my copper and silver matched what's on my character sheet. So it's like whatever happened, my character sheet got reset to a certain point of origin. So I don't
Wait,
know.
why does this... Okay.
But anyways. But yeah,
Wait,
so I won't worry about the alms box because that's just not working for me. And am I seeing that right? 50 gold for a potion?
Yeah, that's correct.
Ouch!
Phil, do you know what that error message is all about for the market thing? Mark put it in the chat. It says no active character for the market
For user.
or user.
I don't know what that means. Hold on, I was deep in editing the Who Pack.
Yeah, sorry for getting you out of editing the Who Pack. I don't understand why. Is the DAE broken? Is that what's going on? No, not DAE.
I do not get that warning when I open it. Was that just opening it? Or was that doing something?
I think he was trying to buy stuff off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't have...
I had where I didn't have enough money.
it could be
which was-
because we don't have any tokens on the screen, maybe?
No, I was able to buy just fine.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I just bought 2 potions. So yeah, that I can't say having a character would. I was able to buy just fine once I fixed the gold issue.
How did you buy it, Ashley?
I just clicked the little tiny Let me
The
pull it
buy
up here.
stack? Or
Not
no,
the
you
buy
didn't click
stack.
the money.
I clicked
the dollar
little
sign?
dollar sign next to it.
So if you click that dollar sign mark, it doesn't work for you?
Yeah, that's the error that I get if I click the dollar sign.
All right. What about now? I put you on the map. Did that change things for you?
Let me see. I'm gonna go back up to there. It is. Potion, healing, dollar sign.
It's
No,
interesting.
yeah, same error. Go ahead.
Does Mark have a character set for his
Yeah,
User.
I see one on here. It says Ural.
Yeah, it says Ural.
You know what?
Well,
But look at
everybody's
it.
in
It looks
brackets
different.
except for his is in
Yeah,
parentheses.
it's in parentheses.
Oh yeah, I'm in parentheses.
Try to select a character there with your
Yeah.
user configuration.
Well, because I think Mark has 2 accounts, so technically he has the Mark Songs account and he has the Ural account. So technically he has 2 owners to his token.
But if he goes to
Maybe that's why he has brackets.
If he goes to configuration, he needs to select his character.
Okay. Configuration.
Yeah, so just right click on your name and where it says the players, right click on your name.
Okay. User Thank you.
Yeah.
User configuration.
And then player character, and there should be a drop down.
Their avatar. Play. Oh yeah, I don't even have. You're right. Wow, Ashley for the win.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
All right.
All the tech issues Ashley has is paying off. Paying off, guys.
All right. So how does that work?
Let me close it. I just selected him. Maybe this will fix it. Hopefully so. Okay. It brings it up. Consumables. Uh-oh. It still didn't work.
Are you getting the same error?
Yeah. But also I'm still showing up in parentheses. So maybe I did something wrong. I don't know.
Did you save it? Save the configuration?
Let me check. There might be user error. Anyway, I'll try to figure this out. If you want to RP with Ashley, I don't feel like it's fair to take up her RP time.
It's fine. We're in this one. We're both here together, so.
Okay.
But yeah, try to save the configuration.
Or I can just tell you what I want to buy, and I'll fix it later. Can I buy? Okay.
Try it one more time.
All right, I'll sweat it out.
Yeah, try it.
Oh wow! Now it's got me with brackets and parentheses.
Oh, what does that mean? Wow.
Oh no!
It should work.
All the
now.
punctuation.
All right. Did it solve it?
I'm not sure. Things are moving slowly over here. Equipment, weapons, consumables. Okay. There's soap. I don't need soap. I'm a druid.
Please buy soap.
If only we had a quote list. Please buy soap would be on the list.
Let me see. It looks like it worked. It looks like it subtracted the money and it got me a potion of healing. Awesome. Yeah, it's working. Okay, I'll finish my shopping while you and Ashley go for it.
Okay. Well, I thought Ashley was going to go with you to. All right, so I'll jump to Ryan and Paul.
Okay.
They are patiently waiting. So you guys, as you're walking around the keep today, there are murmurs and whispers all around you. People are looking in your direction, and it's very different than how you felt in the past, walking around the keep, especially with Elgrim wearing the armor of the Solamnic Knights. It's a very different tone, and you guys make your way to the library in the keep, and a shorter gentleman with graying hair, and he's got kind of a scruffy beard that goes probably an inch or two below his chin, little scraggly, walks up to you guys. He's like, "Yes, how can I help you? gentlemen today?
Well, yes, I'm looking for texts on ancient Solamnia, specifically Lord Soth and Sarlamar.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with those names, but we definitely have plenty of books here in the library. Yes, this way. And he shows you guys around. It's actually quite large, and it's multi-story. So there's he take as you guys came into this smaller like reception area, and he takes you through another set of doors, and you guys see you walk into a room, and it's basically there are stacks of shelves that kind of probably 6 deep on either side of this room, and then there is like the room is quite tall, and there's like a second story in the room. There's like 2 staircases kind of going up, and there's also some bookshelves along the wall of both floors, and you probably see hundreds of books here. And kind of in the middle of this lower room, there are some tables, and he's like, "You're welcome to, set up and look around, and everything has to stay here, but you can spend as much time as you like." And he kind of releases you guys to your own, as he is kind of busy doing something else in the other room. You didn't quite see
Okay.
when you walked in.
Is there any kind of like a categorization system in this library, or is everything just kind of everywhere?
It's kind of chaotic.
Okay.
There is no Dewey Decimal System in the world of Kryn. You spend some time kind of looking around, and there is some sort of system, but it's not like familiar, right? Like it's not necessarily logical. But you did, like, as you were looking around, you noticed that some of the books with some similar topics are in a certain location, but then you found some other books regarding like wildlife, along the Vingard River in a different location. But you earlier found some other books about like farming, so it's a little bit hectic. Since both of you are working on the research, you either both can roll intelligence history checks, or one of you could roll with advantage if you would like.
Okay. Well, I'm trained in it. I don't know about you, Ryan.
I'm not. So
Okay.
you can do it.
All right. Uh, 15, not terrible.
Okay. With a 15, you guys, I would say, spend probably 2 hours as you're working your way through their kind of chaotic system. You are able to find a couple of books about the Northern Wastes, and you find a book that references the old Nightland, and there is a Lord Soth, and it's talks about like the lineage of his family, and that he used to be the ruler of this region, before the Cataclysm. But not much else is known because a lot of the pre-Cataclysm books were lost. But you don't find you do find you also find as you were reading you find a book that kind of like details out the Solamnic Knights and kind of like their accolades of various knights. And in that book, there is some reference to Sarlamar and saving Kalaman, similar to the story that Knight Jandon gave you. So it kind of coalesces with what she had said to you guys when you guys were down in the catacombs. And then regarding the Northern Wastes, you guys learned that after the Cataclysm happened, that region became a barren, deadly region that is prone to flash floods. And you also learned that there have been several grand ruins predating the Cataclysm throughout the region, and that several explorers have attempted to find them, but many of them have either were lost or had died searching out these ruins.
Okay.
And you guys find a map.
Ooh.
Finally, a picture to look at. What's the?
All right, and I am going to. How do I? Sorry, I gotta change the. Wait, do I gotta change it here? I think I gotta change it here. 1 second.
You're chopping down trees over there, Ashley?
No, it's I'm smacking Romeo.
All right.
Romeo's scratching at my screen.
Oh.
So, between me and trying to... Yeah. It's either Romeo scratching my screen or me smacking Romeo. One of the two.
Grim, can I confess something to you?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've been in a library. I like the smell.
All right. Yeah. Libraries are full of wisdom.
I guess. I never had the time for it or the patience.
Yeah. Oh
All right.
no, the update wiped out my biography section.
Oh no.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh no, crap.
Mine's there, I think. Oh, I didn't write a biography.
Yeah.
But all the other ideals and stuff are there.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Ah.
I didn't. Did it?
Do you have it typed out somewhere, Paul?
My backstory I do, but all the session notes I was jotting down, no.
Oh no.
Crap. All right, I've now unchecked that
Okay.
on D&D Beyond, so it won't do that anymore. I am sorry.
Is there like a backup?
I should always just make a duplicate of your guys' characters before I import. That way I don't screw anything up. Your 2014 version is still there, so I don't know if you want to grab that stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's in Deceased, but yeah, I guess from now on, I'll just, in case we have these issues, I'll just duplicate your character sheet and then I'll bring it in on the. I'll keep a backup.
Okay.
So we don't have this issue. And you guys should be able to see the Deceased folder, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but yeah, So you guys have this map of the region.
What does it say?
Can you guys not see it on the screen?
Yeah, I can see
Oh,
it.
I can see it. I just
Yeah.
Rust
Yeah.
caves.
yeah.
Port of Drawn. That sounds fun.
What did you say, Paul?
Court of Drawn. That sounds fun.
Turbidous ocean.
Wow.
Or were you RP and your character can't read?
I don't think I can read common very well. I think I've just decided that's a thing.
Vogler, okay.
Like I can speak it, but I can't. I can only make out some words of common.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he's asking you what it says, Paul, in character.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Well, it looks like it lists out a lot of locations here in the wastes.
Well, see, there's a
Down there to the southwest.
okay. Yeah, I've been there. I think.
That's where Lord Soth ruled.
Oh, maybe I haven't been there.
Well, that was back pre-Cataclysm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's
Ryan,
been
you
hanging
definitely
out there this
recognize
whole time.
Vogler on the map.
Yeah, I feel like I noticed that in Calaman and the Bay and the river. For role playing purposes, I'm going to assume my journeys and adventures from before I was a blacksmith happened not on this map, somewhere in
Okay.
the south. That
Okay,
way,
that works.
yeah. But yeah, I did look at my character sheet, and I do have an intelligence of 8. So, so I'm the dumbest person in the party, except for
So
the
I
horse.
should have made you roll with disadvantage then, Paul.
Probably should have. Actually, yeah.
60% of the time,
Yeah,
he gets
when
it
I-
right 100%. of
When
the
I
time.
said I'd help with the books, I meant like carry them.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so then if we go back to the montage, we got Elgrim pulling books off the shelf and just stacking them up as Burnham's just
Yeah.
walking around. They get to the point where he get above his head at one point, and he like crashes into a bookshelf, and they just tumble onto the ground. And then the old man
Yeah.
kind of looks back, and then you guys like quickly pick up the book.
I look at the camera and just shake my head, smiling. Yeah, that's.
Wonder if they'll let us take this map,
Um,
or maybe we could reproduce it. If not,
just a second. I'll pull up my smartphone and take a picture real quick. Got
If
it.
only that technology existed.
yeah, right.
Take out my Fargab. This does not help.
You're like, where's the camera on the far
There's
game?
the camera on the Fargab.
Nope, this is pre-camera phone days.
Okay.
This is more just like a Nextel chirp type device.
Oh, okay. It's like one of those jitterbug phones for old people from 20 years ago.
Oh, it's old school Nextel. So like when you're like,
Oh,
you
like,
get- and you're like, hey, what's up, buddy? And you're like in the, just in the store.
oh, that's just a brick. It will never be broken. Wow, look at that maze up there. Canyons.
Yeah, it's definitely come into use.
Salt
Wonder where
Look.
this.
I know that one.
Hmm.
I don't
Wonder where
understand
that
it.
city could be.
What was it called again?
The City of Lost Names.
Oh. A whole city?
There's plenty of fortresses up here too.
Hmm.
No one knows exactly where.
That
No
looks
explorer
really.
come back alive trying to find them.
It may just be a map, but it does not look hospitable up there. I think it's the use of the brown and tan colors.
Yeah, that's it.
That would be correct. After the cataclysm, it is now wasteland. It's prone to floods. It's a barren, deadly region.
And the city of Lost Souls is somewhere in there.
Lost names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Somewhere.
Probably had some lost souls too.
Yeah, probably.
Lost names. Okay.
I'm not sure how much topography would have changed with the cataclysm, but typically cities lie near the coast.
Or near a river.
Or near a river. That would be our best place to look.
Any of those caverns, any of these depressions could have been a river at one point.
It's possible. Maybe we should concentrate where some of these canyons come together. River splits are always a good spot for a city.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. So as far as we've been, did we travel east? I feel like we traveled east for the fort.
Yeah. So you guys went over here
Okay.
for the Wheel Watch outpost, right?
Right.
You guys also were over here when you guys maybe it was a little north, maybe it would have been up here. When you guys went west to try to when Darrett asked you guys to help him at Steel Springs. And then you guys also went a little north past Vogler. I think you guys were, up in this area.
Yeah, that was getting the scouts.
When you guys were trying to save the scouts. So you guys have been,
Okay.
a little bit, north of the Vingard River. But yeah, you guys definitely haven't been into the hinterlands. You guys were still in an area where there was still some green wildlife with trees and bushes and things. The further north you go, the more desert, arid type environment.
I think I remember seeing a little bit of the waste, but I never imagined it would be this big. It just goes on forever.
And then since you did live in Vogler, Ryan, I would say that many people just disregard the region because it's so deadly. And they don't go north of there. Nobody really lives up there. There's no trade. Just broken promises and broken dreams pre-cataclysm.
It's Australia. All right.
Yes. It's the center of Australia.
Nice.
Well, I think I agree that we should probably keep to the coast and see. Because there's got to be harbors, old harbors or something up there. Or signs of where they would be before cataclysm. Ruins or something.
Yeah. And if we find some old ruins, maybe we could find some books or a map that has information pre-cataclysm where cities and fortresses used to be up here.
All this reading is making Burnham tired.
Very sleepy. No, that's just getting old and not getting enough sleep. What? Do they have any books that are pre-cataclysm?
Not many that I was able to find.
Yeah, not many that you guys could find. Most of it was destroyed. And Kalamon's been rebuilt in the 300 years since the cataclysm. Because where Kalaman was before, that area was completely flooded, right? And people had to rebuild.
Oh.
Because if you go to the, you guys can kind of see. If I take you guys to the continent map, you guys can see the blood, the Blood Sea of Ishtar, right? And where, where the gods basically removed the island, and then that changed the whole geography of the world. And Kalaman is up here, along the coastline, and the entire coastline also changed, when the gods struck down the seas and smited the island of Ishtar from existence. Okay, so we will return back to Kalaman. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we jump to Ural and Serinda?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the head librarian if I could bring the map to a cartographer to get a copy.
We'll see, Inez. You got one of those fancy badges there. If you give me 3 gold pieces, I can take care of that for you, sir, and get this back to you.
All right then. I'm gonna hand over 3 gold pieces.
All right. So yeah, so he takes the map, and he's like, I'll have one of the young runners around the keep bring this to your guys' room.
Well, I appreciate that.
Okay, so at this point we are going to jump to Serinda and Ural, just leaving the marketplace, heading towards the trade gate and out to the outskirts where that many of the refugees from Vogler now reside. And as you guys approach the gate this time, the gate is closed, and normally the gates in the past have been open on every day. And there are guards, and the portcullis is down, and there are guards, kind of standing there, not allowing people in or out of the city.
Can Earl ask one of the guards if he can gain access to the gate so he can go to the I just had my journal open. What's the name of that place? The Benabog Laundry or the something crap?
Benabog's Breakers?
Yeah, Benabog's Breakers. I'd like to go to the Benabog's Breakers. Yes.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, "Sorry, city's closed today. Something happened in the keep, and security's on high alert. So no one in or out of the city at this time.
Wait, aren't we in?
So move along." And he's
in
kind
the
of like
city?
trying to usher you away. What'd you say, Ashley?
Aren't we in the city?
Yes, but you're trying to go out of the city.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys know that many of the refugees live over here, kind of in the outskirts.
I'm trying to go back to that map, and I can't go back to that map of the city. The map's gone.
What? Oh, sorry. I thought I gotta activate you. Sorry.
Okay, there you go. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my bad. Well,
trade
I
gate.
think
Okay.
all 4 of these, like, you guys can go yourselves between the homepage, Kalaman, the Continent of
We
Enslan,
should,
and
yes, but the Kalaman
the
map was
Kalaman
not
region.
there.
So you guys should be able to go to all those on your own. Just, I mean, if you want to test it out, you can test it out.
Okay,
but-
yeah, no, I can go. I can see them all, so I can go to them. But
Yeah, I should have activated it now that we're back in the city. So, yeah, so you guys are kind of here at the trade gate. And they have the trade gate locked up, and they're not basically letting anyone in or out of the city today, based on what happened in the council yesterday.
What was that thing that Cosgrave always does, Serinda? He's got... What's that thing that they gave us with our rank and everything on it?
The badge?
Maybe if we show him... Yeah!
But
I'll look and see if I can find mine and show it to the guard.
I tell the guard, all the commotion that happened yesterday has been rectified and taken care of. The gates can be opened again. All that has been taken care of.
I'm sorry, miss, and I appreciate that you guys are of service, but orders on high are to keep the city closed today. We got to keep civil unrest from breaking out.
Who gave the order?
My commander, Carl Gunderson.
Carl. Where can I
Did
find
you order the
him?
corvette? Did you? You're goddamn right I did.
Where can I find him?
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Yep. But we're going to go all tearing up.
Ma'am, he is on patrol here somewhere today about the city. And then he kind of leans in close, and he's like, "Well, when word of the council was murdered, it didn't sit well, and people are starting to freak out, especially with the dragon army on the doorstep. And we gotta try to keep the peace and keep unrest down until the leadership gets sorted out here. So I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to leave the city today."
Not even if it was for just to check on the health and well-being of the followers that follow Mishiko?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Couldn't find my character here. Don't you move your fat butt. Come on, head down. Persuasion. Oh gosh. Well, hope for a good roll. -1.
He's like, "I truly understand, my mom has been talking all about these worshippers of Mishikal, and I think she's a little kooky, but I mean they seem like they got good things about them. But even for that, ma'am, if you got let out of the city, I don't think you could get back in. So I just don't think it's a good idea. But I mean, if you want to go, I mean, I can sneak you through this guard gate, but I'm not going to be able to let you back in if you leave."
That will pose a problem.
It's okay. I can just go by myself. It's all right, Serinda. I'll go check it out. I have confidence that everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm. How will you let us know where you're at when we're ready to leave?
Don't worry about it. It won't take me too long.
I got ideas of what Mark's about to do.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Oh dear. All right. All right. Well, I will leave it to you then, and I think I'm gonna have to go to the council first and figure out what's going on so we can get these gates opened.
I don't think they're gonna help.
I mean, somehow you prepared sending Ashley, so you could definitely get a hold of Mark.
That's true.
Oh yeah, and there's far gaps too. Right?
I did prepare
Is
that
there
for
just two?
just the case.
Well,
of
no, there are
occasion.
just 2 far gaps, and I think Barnum has one, and I don't know who has the second.
A what?
I did, but I don't know if I got it back after the Wheel Watch Outpost. I gave it to somebody.
No, you got a Fargab, I think, right?
I left it in my inventory because I planned on getting it back. I think maybe I left it with the army.
Oh, yeah, I think you did. But yeah, no, you got it back. So
Okay.
yeah. So right now, your two members of the Fargabs are Barnum and Elgrim, who are with each other.
Okay, all right. Well,
so that's good logistical planning right there.
Should probably distribute that differently when we meet up.
Yeah, we're just using it in the library. Do you see any books over there, Barnum?
Yeah.
I see books, but I don't know what they say.
Yeah, they all look really cool, though, and I like the smell.
Single tier rules down Barnum's.
Feels like leather-bound books and rich mahogany. And maybe we should give the Fargab, instead of me, to the druid or the one that just walks off sometimes.
You mean the halfling? Not the halfling, the kinder?
Or actually the kinder.
It'd probably be a bad idea to give it to the Kender because he might be sneaking in somewhere and he'd be like, "Hey guys, where are you at?
Hey guys, shut up,
guys. Where are you, Cosgrave? Where are you at?"
It would be fun though. That would be a good way to announce. It's like, guys, I'll be there in just a second. I'm on the flinger.
Because it's heard out loud, right?
Yeah. Just like the chirp phone.
Just like the chirp phone. Anybody can hear it within 25 feet.
He'd just answer. Just be like, I'm in the courtroom. I'm about to sneak up on this guy and take him out.
The guy turns around and goes, "What?" Roll initiative. All right. So, Euro, what do you do after you tell Serinda that you got this?
He's going to let us through the gates, or he's going to let me through the gate now, right? You're going to let me through the gate? Ask the guard.
I mean, if she's speaking on your behalf, sure, but I'm not letting you back in.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, so he kind of takes
smile.
He takes you. He doesn't open the portcullis or the gate. He kind of takes you. And he leads you through like one of the guard corridors. You guys go like up a set of stairs. So like he unlocks the door, takes you inside. Says, "Wait right here." Turns around, locks the door, goes up a set of stairs. You follow him. He's like, "Follow me." He unlocks another set of doors, cuts through, down another set of stairs, locks that door, and then opens the door, and then just quickly shoves you outside. And it's like, "Good luck." And then shuts the door behind you and then locks it. And as you're on this side of the gate, you see there are a lot of people kind of building up at the gate now. And there's like, "Hey, come on, let us in. We didn't do anything. We need food." And there's a little bit of a panic setting in on this side of the trade gate. And there's a commotion. There's probably 50 people or so, you're not quite sure, that have kind of built up and they're, standing near the gate, wanting to be let into the city.
Okay. Among those people, do I recognize anybody from the fishing contest?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Did it? Oh. Wait, perception. What's my character? Oh, here it goes. It's just the sheet's going slow for me for some reason.
3 rolls.
I may have pressed it too many times. Just hit the first one.
No, yeah, it's fine. You do recognize one of the former citizens of Vogler. It's I would say a younger man. He's got kind of a scruffy beard that's not kind of filled all the way in, with shorter brown hair. It's kind of like a mop, floppy hairdo. And he's kind of in some tattered clothes, and he's like in the group, and he's like just going along like, let us in, let us in. And then they're just kind of chanting and asking to be let into the city.
I'm gonna walk over to and say, "Hey, I remember you from the fishing contest. Do you still have a fishing rod?"
Oh, wait, wait, you're Earl, right? You caught Benamwag the Breaker?
Yeah.
I know you, man. Yeah, man, how's it been? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Let us in.
It looks like you guys are needing some food or something, right?
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. Like, all of a sudden today, the gates are shut. We don't know what's going on. They won't let us in the city. And then you hear another guy like turn, like, yeah, they're a bunch of assholes up there, man. Fuck these guys. And then another guy jumps in and he's bitching about it. And like, before you know it, you got probably 4 or 5 people now that are kind of like in your conversation.
Hey, look, it's gonna be okay. But for right now, today they're not gonna open the gate. So if there's a way, if you guys have any fishing rods, I think we need to go fishing to get some fish for the people for today. So anybody still have a fishing rod?
Yeah, I think I got one back in my shack.
Okay, who doesn't know?
Let's do it. Yeah. And then like all of a sudden like 5 or 6 people are kind of like, yeah, let's go. And then they kind of are taking you back towards where they live, and they've kind of gathered up. And then you see there's about 6 of them. There's like 2 of the guys are like like senior citizen, older level. There's like a couple of the guys look like dads. One of the guys going bald. It's got like a comb over happening. There's even like a mom. She's got like a small child with her, like on her hip, and she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." She's got a fishing pole in her hand. And so yeah, they're eager and excited to head over and do some fishing with you.
Cool. Okay, so I don't have a fishing rod, but I'm gonna go over to the guy who doesn't have a comb over, and I'm gonna hand him my hunting trap, and I say, "Hey, if anybody doesn't know how to fish, here's this trap. Maybe you can go out in the woods there and catch you something you can cook up for tonight."
I mean, he looks at you and he's like, "I don't know, man. The woods seem dangerous. I mean, this doesn't seem like good times to be leaving the city."
Well, if that guy over there can handle the fishing, I'll go out with you for a little while in the woods and make sure nothing happens.
Okay. Yeah. So you spend the next hour showing this guy how to use the hunting trap, and go ahead and give me a survival check.
Okay, here it came up faster.
Oh wow, nat 20. All right. Yeah, so you show this guy how to catch some animals in small game, and I would say within the first minute you're like, "Here, man, it's just like this, super easy." And you like set the trap up, boom, you got a rabbit, like nothing happened. And then the guy is doing it, and he's struggling. Again, you set up a trap, you got a squirrel this time, crazy. And over the course of the hour, you managed to catch probably 6 or 7 rabbits and squirrels. And by the end of it, though, he is successful, and he catches a baby rabbit. And you guys, are able to bring back some animals to help feed the people.
Awesome. Okay, so then let's just pull it over to Benabog Breakers, and we can cook up this stuff, huh?
Yeah, and when you head over to Benabog Breakers, you see Yalme, and she's like, "Euro, how's it going?"
Well, there's a lot going on right now, but I heard everybody yelling over here. I wanted to come check on you, so we got we got some food to cook up, and there's some people out there fishing. Hopefully they'll have some stuff later on for you to cook.
Yeah, times are crazy. What's going on in the keep? Nobody knows. It's just they won't let anybody back into the city.
It's complicated. The problem, we took care of the problem. Well, some people took care of the problem. There was a problem in there. There's not a problem anymore. And now, they're just trying to sort things out, and they feel a little scared about opening the gates yet for your safety as well as theirs. Because they're kind of paranoid.
You're very confusing. What was the problem?
Well, I hate to put it this
I don't
way.
understand.
A ghost got in, and the ghost killed a bunch of people, and it was crazy. And
a ghost?
It's a look. If you want to cook this, I can tell the whole story.
Okay, so she starts, with your help, skinning some of the animals, and the two of you are cooking. And I would say over the course of the next 45 minutes, you guys are able to cook up the meat, and then some of the guys come back from fishing while you guys are preparing the small game. They have some fish, and you're able to, more and more of the people are starting to kind of gather. A lot of the children, some of them have been playing with you. At one point, they're playing tag. One of them tags you. You kind of join in and have a little bit of fun. But over the course of this time where you're eating and sharing stories with the people of Ogler, what details do you give them?
I'm gonna tell
them they're really pressing you. Like if you're being vague, they're like really pushing you to find out what happened.
Do I need to roll something to see how well I do?
It
depends on what I say.
Are you going to tell them the truth, or are you going to try to lie to them?
I'm not going to lie to them, but I'm going to give them a kind of a, even though they're asking for a lot of details, I'm just going to be discreet. So I'm just going to kind of stick to, there was a ghost. A lot of important people were killed by the ghost. The ghost got taken care of, and now they're just trying to sort some stuff out. And if they ask for details, I'm just going to give them some details of the combat,
Okay. So they do ask you, like, who was killed?
There was, like, some people, some knights that were visiting, and some other knights, and, in the council, and in fact, I didn't even pay that close attention, to be honest.
No, some people.
One of the guys goes, "Wait, the knights killed people?"
The knight was possessed by the ghost. It wasn't his fault.
But like Becklin, she was great to our village.
I remember?
I can't believe the knights would have killed people.
Do I remember if Becklin survived?
No, Becklin got killed by the dragon army leader as you guys were floating away down the river.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm just going to let...
point, by the way.
Sorry, I forgot.
I'm so sad right now. A tear goes down Elgrim's cheek as he is thinking about his great dead aunt.
Oh, that's right.
Could give two shits about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Paul. To the side. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to skate around some of that. But hey, guys, it's starting to get kind of dark, and the guard told me he's not gonna let you.
Dark. It's lunchtime.
Is it? Damn it!
Oh no, the sun's way up for this guy. Gotta go before dusk.
The clock is on and running, just so you guys know.
Yeah, the clock. Wait, we don't have clocks in this.
No, I'm saying for you guys, so that you know what time of day it is. Yeah, it's about midday now.
It's about midday. Hey, I promised my my friends and fellow look at my rank again, lieutenants, that that I'd be back pretty soon. I wouldn't be gone too long. I really hate to have to leave, but I just wanted to make sure you guys were okay. And I've got to get back across because the guard. I got to find a way through because the guard said he wasn't gonna let me back in. But I didn't care. I figured I could make it back over that gate somehow. But don't tell anybody I tried. Don't get me in trouble, okay?
No, we would never do that. You've been so good to the people of Vogler, and we don't want to get you in any kind of trouble, right? But we're just nervous, right? Raven's still in there. We haven't seen her in several weeks, and now you're telling me people on the council might be dead. Like, we don't know if this is a safe place to stay, especially if they're going to keep us trapped outside of the city.
Yeah. I would say don't make any hasty decisions. Just wait till you get more information. I don't have the best information for you right now. I'm sorry.
No. You're doing more than anybody for us, and we appreciate it. So don't take any offense. We're just scared and we're nervous, Yalmay says, right? She's like, we got a lot of orphans we're trying to take care of, and we're trying to, keep the people of Vogler together and help out as much as we can, right? But, I mean, it's tough living out here, in these shacks.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to give her a quick side hug, and then I'm going to jog behind the building where I'm going to shift into a cat.
Okay.
And then as a cat, I'm going to make it back over to the wall discreetly. And
describe what your cat looks like.
I'm a black cat.
A black cat, okay.
Yeah. No stripes, just black.
All right.
And I'm going to approach the wall and look for some barrels and stuff to climb on top of and try to assess how tall that wall is. I know I can climb, but the walls are usually not. If it's a stone wall, I might have trouble. If it's a wooden wall, I might be able to climb up it.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, as you come to the gates, of the city, they are, quite tall. And they're made of stone, but there are cracks and crevices. And yeah, there's also like arrow slits as well along the wall and near the top. And you're able to make your way up it. It takes a little bit of effort, but you're trying to find like ledges and places to grab a hold of. But yeah, you make your way to the top of the wall, and I'm just gonna roll a d20 real quick. Don't mind me.
Why?
And as you get to the top, a guard walks by. He goes, "Oh shit! Black cat! What the hell? Not today, of all days!"
That's the wrong color.
And he's like trying to shoo you off of the wall. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. As a cat. Oh, doggone it. I've got a 15 dex as a cat. What do I have? And I didn't actually wild shape it to one dead.
No, you're okay. I think your dex as a cat is better than your dex as Ural. So yeah, and you got a +4 to the save. You can use your lucky if you want. It's up to you.
No, I'm not going to use my lucky.
Okay.
I'm gonna startle him.
All right. So go ahead and make your dex saving throw, please.
Okay.
As he's trying to like shoo you off of the ledge of the wall.
Okay. Did it roll?
It did. Okay. So you successfully avoid getting pushed off the wall to potentially your death. And you manage to escape from this guard's grasp and make your way down the wall on the other side and into the city.
Okay.
And you're just walking around one of the streets.
Before I leave the guard, I want to turn around and speak as a cat, saying, "It's bad luck to touch a black cat, buddy."
Right. So as you say this, he's like, "Demons!" And he like pulls out a sword and He's gonna try to like make a swing at you, but because you're running away, I'll say he'll roll this with disadvantage. And yeah, he just misses you as you kind of run down the you start running down the wall pathway where the guards patrol, and then you hop down onto like this ledge that has like some crates, and then you just kind of make your way down down the wall and into the city proper.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll find Serinda. Well, I'll change back when I find a place where I can change back. Then I'll find Serinda.
Okay. Yeah. So Serinda, where did you go after you were interacting with the guard?
I'm going to actually go look to see about trying to rectify this gate closure, city closure problem that's happening. So I'm looking for somebody that might help or with authority, or if I have to head back to the keep to try to help organize something so we can get a council going and get the city back up and running and trade and everything, because this is only going to damage the city in many ways, and also the people around it. And so
Yeah. So at this point, you kind of ask around a little bit, and most of the lower level guards and soldiers, are telling you like, hey, this came on high from the keep. You need to go, speak with the marshal.
okay, so I go look for the marshal.
Okay. And so Ural, you run into Serinda at the keep. Cosgrave, what are you doing after you go see Tatiana?
I'll probably try to find my way back to Elgrim.
Okay. So as you are making your way back to the keep, you see Ural and Serinda walking up to the keep as well.
See Ural and Serinda?
Serinda, yeah.
Okay. I
And
wave in
you know that
greeting and
was
go in.
in the library doing some research.
Okay. Hi guys. Headed to see Elgrim in the library. How about you guys?
Well, the city's still closed off from everything that happened yesterday. And Ural went across the gate beyond the gate to try to look and see about the orphans and check in on them, and see how all the survivors from Folklore are doing. But I haven't heard back from him, and he said that he'll find his way back in. So.
Wait, so who's heading in? I thought it was Serinda and Ural.
No, Ural's. Well, is Ural with? Did Ural meet up with me? I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, hi!
I'm sorry.
Cosgrave's looking back and forth between Serinda and Ural. And
Never mind.
So, like, at first, Cosgrave, you see a black cat saying, "Oh, hi!" and then it transforms back into Ural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's so cool. I wish I could do that.
This one's so cool, he can have cheeseburger. That's for all you grandparents out there.
Oh, ow.
The original memes.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we need to help put the city back together, because we're going to have a hard time getting back in if we leave the city for any particular reason.
I mean, it can't be that hard. It's
all closed off.
I got back in.
Yeah. How did you? But you were a cat. They thought you were a cat. The rest of us, like Elgrim and myself and Burnham, we're gonna have a harder time getting back in. So
It's easy. You just you call for your cult. They come bring you in. Elgrim just says, "I'm Elgrim and I'm important," and then they let him in. And like, I just climb over the wall.
But we should try to help get the city back together, so we don't have to do all this and waste everybody's time to come and get us.
Okay.
So.
Well, should probably go find Elgrim.
Yeah.
Where did he say he was going?
The library.
Plus, the people outside the gate are starving.
That's awesome.
That's not cool.
Yeah, that's.
Oh no, that's terrible.
So, yeah.
Are they not giving him food?
They can't get into the city.
Well, we did a little fishing and a little hunting while I was there, but that's not going to last them much.
Yeah, not unless you can turn into 20 cats. Can you turn into 20 cats?
Can you turn into a clouder? A swarm of cats?
Osgrave's mind is blown. He's like,
Ashley's on fire tonight.
Yeah. Osgrave's looking at you, Euro, and pondering if you could turn into 20 cats. And at this point, you guys see Burnham and Elgrim walking amongst the keep grounds as you guys enter the castle.
Oh, hey guys.
Hello. Do you know where Eric was? What was the person we had to look for? The guard? Not guard. Chief? No.
Marshall?
Marshall, that's the word. Yeah. Do you know where
Well, she's going to come find us when she's ready.
Yeah, we need to figure something out to get the city back. So we can open the doors.
What's happened? Oh, they closed the gates?
The gates are still closed and they won't let anyone out or in.
Oh. Anyone? I mean, well, we can get out.
They wouldn't let me out for reasons of like to check on anyone for the purpose of Mishakal.
We can probably just climb the walls.
Need to work on getting some.
Cosgrave goes, "That's what I said."
Yeah.
Some of us can't climb very well.
Oh, well.
Oh, hey guys! As Darren approaches, I've been looking for you guys all over this morning. Where'd you go?
Garrett.
Oh, hey, Derek. Well, he and Burnham went off to the library to do some research on ancient Solamnic history about Lord Thoth and all that.
Yeah.
I found a map that didn't tell us much.
Yeah, and we just.
Well, let's go. The Marshal, she wants to speak with you guys, like, immediately. I mean, she's been working to try to maintain order in Kalamon, until new civilian leaders are appointed, but, I mean, things have been pretty hectic out there. I don't know if you guys have noticed.
Ural and I have noticed. We've noticed.
Hey, well, like, follow me this way. And, he leads you guys into the keep. And you know Marshal Vendry's office is in a different area, and he's not taking you that way. He's actually taking you to a different part of the keep that is closer to where the council chambers were located. And he leads you guys into a small meeting room. And in the meeting room, you see it's down the hall from the council chambers. And as you guys kind of walk by the council chambers, you can see that there are people inside, cleaning up blood stains and trying to like repair things, and it's in still disarray. And you walk into this chamber, and it's pretty empty, right? The room, basically has a long table with some chairs around it. And the table's covered in various pieces of parchment, reports, some maps. And there is a set of windows on the northern wall. And these like tall windows with like metal kind of pattern artistry kind of worked through them. And as you kind of look out from the set of windows, you can see the Kalaman Bay and one of the harbor beacons in the distance. And the marshal is standing by one of the windows, looking out towards the horizon. And I'm going to show her real quick to you guys. And as she's standing there, you guys see from one of the seats at the table your old friend, Lord Bacaris.
Is he still alive? Are you kidding me?
And he glances at you guys, and then he says, "Well, here they are now, Marshal. Perhaps if we hadn't put our faith in sellswords, my son would still be at my side, and the governor would still be alive."
Oh, if I was only a different character.
Just gonna tighten my grip on my scimitar at that.
I prayed on Mishakal for patience.
Just holding the
Wow.
hilt.
Nobody says anything? Wow, that is shocking.
I probably would. I was just trying to think of what to say.
It's like, see, they're a bunch of dullards. They can't even acknowledge their existence as they walk in the room.
If it was not for your incompetence, sir, your son would still be alive, and so would the council.
I was leading the armies to glory on the battlefield while you were letting the city council get slaughtered.
Is that what that was called? That horrible massacre of having your army retreat and almost being eliminated by the dragon army when we came to try to help and rescue? Is that what that is called? Of
course you would throw accusations as you are at fault for the slaughter that happened in those council chambers, and we all know it. And then he kind of storms out of the room.
Everything.
Oh, good. He's gone.
Whatever.
She turns around and she asks you guys. She says, "Please, please sit." And when she looks at your direction, she's pretty young for being in command of a military, but you could tell that the stress and the weight of the situation has grown on her as her brow is furrowed, and she's got bags under her eyes. She looks like she's not sleeping very well. And she says, please, have a seat. Let's discuss what happened in the council chambers and in the catacombs below the city.
Well, after the massacre at the field, Darrett sent us back here, and as soon as we got entrance into the city, we were informed there were some strange Solamnic knights who had an audience with the governor. We forced our way inside and found the governor and everyone else deceased. Turns out that Solamnic knight is an undead type by the name of Lord Soth. Used to rule Nightland back before the Cataclysm. He was here for some object of power, got it, and fled north.
You said he fled north?
Into the wastes. Yep. Seeking a city. Where's my note page?
Lost City?
The City of Lost Names.
Yeah.
Is what he called it.
Well, that's
Said
good.
We'd never make it.
If he left the city, that means that we might not see him again, because as far as I know, that place is just a deadly wasteland, and if he's not coming back to Kalamon, then thankfully the threat is probably gone.
I wouldn't know about that, because in order to get into the chambers, he had to be able to find some way to scale it or fly or something. I think that we will probably have more. I think that no one will be safe. I think he has a higher chance than anybody to make it through the desert and to the city of lost names. I think that he may know something that no one else does and may be able to actually get there. And if he does, I don't think anyone will be safe.
Yeah. And I don't think his trip to the City of Lost Names is going to be one way. I reckon there's something he wants there, and he's going to be coming back, maybe with some sort of undead army.
I mean,
I don't know,
like
guys.
he wanted to recapture the Nightland.
I mean, also the fact that he's undead means that he died once and he came back. What?
Yeah, I hear you guys, but I believe that Kalamon's military right now, we need to be focusing on the Dragon Army forces, and we've taken some losses recently, and with the loss of the council and the government starting to destabilize, we really need to restore Kalamon's government and its faith in the people that have in it, and really prevent the army from invading the city, because who knows what's going to happen next.
I very much
And
agree
then
with that.
Derek goes, well, I hear you, Marshall, but I feel like they got some points. I don't quite understand what this Lord Soth was after, but I feel like what the party has shared has been important, and we should maybe look into it.
Aww. Garrett for the win.
And the marshal kind of looks at you guys, and she looks at Derek, and she says, well, state your case. What are you proposing?
Hero looks at Elgrim.
Did she ask us or Derek?
Yeah, she's asking you guys as a group. So, basically, okay. Derek kind of said, hey, they have a point, and she kind of looks at you guys, and she says, well, state your case.
Well, I think we could use some provisions, and I reckon we could pursue this Lord Soth into the wastes.
And what is this threat you think he poses against the city?
Elimination.
Well, he's already laid claim to it. So I reckon he's coming back.
Yes, didn't he say that this was lands of...
Yep.
Yes.
He did. It used to be part of his old kingdom. That's why he murdered the governor and the council, because they wouldn't bow to his will. At least that's what I gathered based on the evidence and the ghosts that were speaking to us.
I hear you guys, but I don't know if you've seen the unrest at the city gates. I mean, things are pretty alarming right now. I don't know if we have the resources to spare. So, I guess what would you need? What are you looking for?
Well, potentially some extra horses so we could make some better time.
And at this point, Derek is he jumps in and he's like, Marshall, I think we should let, the Kenderfinger crew, investigate this Lord Sauce, whereabouts and potentially prevent him from getting to the City of Lost Names, because I don't know. It doesn't sound like anything good's gonna happen there. Perhaps they could take a contingent of troops, a small contingent, because we wouldn't want them to run into the Dragon Army and be put out of sorts. And the marshal kind of turns back to the window, and kind of stares out on the horizon and thinks for a moment. and then turns back and she says, "Well, Darrett, Elgrim, I'm not confident. This move is strategically sound, but I do think it's a good idea for you guys and the Kenderflinger crew to get out of Kalaman and avoid the ire of the citizens, because Lord Bacaris, he's been spreading rumors that you guys couldn't say that you could have saved Kalaman's leaders, but you failed to do so, and he's blaming you for their slaughter. And this rumor is spreading like wildfire.
Is that something else that I would like to try to help with before we leave, but quickly appoint a temporary council that might be able to help get the city right, so that way it's not all on you, but help. So that way that we can get
Serinda, I don't know if your help would be of use right now, because there's a lot of hatred towards you guys. You guys were there when the council was murdered.
Actually, we were there after, but
people aren't believing that. People are believing what Lord Bacaris is spitting, and you guys are to blame. So we're gonna get a new council appointed, and we're gonna try to get control back under the city. And so I will grant you the resources that you're requesting, and I'll grant you a contingent of troops, and Darrett will go along with you as well, and he'll serve in command of the troops that are assigned. Yes, Ural.
Marshal, I just wanted to speak out for the people behind the gate. I know there's been a lot of unrest, but I have a good relationship with Yalmway, I think her name is, over at the Bennebags Breakers. And if there's anybody that you could use as a point of contact between you and those outside the gate so that you can make sure they have enough resources and they can help you, she would be the person to talk to help organize things. She might even be a good idea to have on a council, because she is helping orphans. She's doing all kinds of good things. And there's people out there are, maybe they could learn how to fight and protect the city too. I don't know.
It'd be a great way to increase the military forces of the city by...
Yeah, house.
Go ahead and, Ural, go ahead and give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Okay.
Well, wasn't there a lady named Crow or something that was part of that group?
Raven,
yeah.
Yeah, that was the old mayor of Vogler.
Oh, old mayor. So she's not with us anymore.
Can I throw some luck on it after the fact?
Well, luck just gives you advantage. You could spend your inspiration to reroll if you would like.
I'll do it.
All right.
Do I just roll normally now, or
no? You get to roll with advantage again.
Okay.
Oh.
There you
go. Nice.
She says, "Yes, I've heard from Raven about this Yalmay, and perhaps she might be a good resource to help calm tensions outside of the gates, and I will send word for her and speak with her and meet with her and hear what she has to say."
Even adding Raven to the council might
Thank you, Marshal.
still be also...
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, no, you're fine. Even adding Raven to the council would probably be a great idea, since she has experience with managing people as well, being a mayor of Vogler. Or at least, wasn't she a mayor of
Serinda,
Vogler?
I hear you, but unfortunately, in this city, council seats tend to go to the powerful and rich, and Mayor Raven being an outsider, or Raven being an outsider, and former Mayor Vogler does not bode well for her station here in Kalamon.
And then how does Barcaris get involved in this?
Well, Baccharis is a powerful businessman and merchant here, and has many dealings throughout the city, which carries much sway with those in the Merchants Guild, and also he has a fleet of boats that many of the fishermen here use.
Somehow, Marshall, I
So
was...
his voice carries a lot of weight, unfortunately. Listen, I trust you guys, and I do not believe what he's saying, but his words have power in the city, unfortunately.
If I may, I was just a mere foot soldier in the army when I served, but the army has been pretty much destroyed, and it couldn't take on the dragon army by itself. I don't suggest going out again. But if you bring everyone into the city and arm every able-bodied person here with whatever they can, you might be able to hold out a siege. But a direct confrontation, I don't think is going to work.
I agree, Burnham. At this point, we are just trying to keep the roads safe so that goods can still flow, but we are trying to not directly take on the Dragon Army. And I hope it does not come to the point of a siege. Because if we have to bring in all of the refugees outside of the city into the gates, the city itself cannot bear that weight. And I'm afraid that it will crumble from within.
Give them weapons, and we've already said they can provide.
Yeah, we're doing our best to prepare for a potential siege, but we're hoping it doesn't come to that. We're hoping that they move on to bigger and better sites.
Also, could we have a boat? Just asking because we're looking. We might need to sail around and look for the city of lost names.
Yes. Let me work out the details with Darrett, and you could put in a requisition, and we can see what we can all spare.
Just as one thing that I probably would, maybe might help you, if you can find a small amount of people that you trust that can keep an eye and watch over Barcaris, maybe you might be able to prove that he is not the type of man he pretends to be, and that he has nothing but ill intentions and should not be listened to at some point, and is full of stories, to put it nicely. Just as a suggestion that might help be able to overthrow his power and sway that he has in the city.
Yes, it's going to be difficult trying to keep him off the council, so I appreciate the advice.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can't figure out if he's in league with the Dragon Army or if he's just that incompetent.
He sent his own son to die at their hands, so.
But he might also come after you, Marshall, as well, if you try to get into his way. So it'd probably be a great way to protect yourself and others that have good intentions for the city.
Okay, let me go over the details with Darrett, and I wish you safe travels on your journeys in the northern wastes, as many people that travel there do not return, and I don't wish that fate upon you, as you've done a lot of good for both Vogler and Kalamon.
Only by the goddess Mishakal may we also meet again.
What did you say, Ashley? I didn't catch that.
I was saying, only by the goddess shall we, hopefully by her goodwill, we'll meet again. under better circumstances. We leave.
Yeah. She says those words definitely carry weight from the leader of the Mishakal cult.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
Yep.
Mishakalt.
Mishakalt.
Yeah.
I love it. It's canon now.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
the
nice.
from the leader of the Mishakalt.
Yes.
Michiko.
Yeah.
Mishakal?
It's for our hymns and chants that, the monks
All right,
do.
and so at this point, her and Darrett are starting to kind of work out the details of what this contingent of troops is going to look like. What are you guys all requesting, I guess?
Well, my original request was horses for us so we could make better travel, but Baron
if you
mentioned getting a boat that we can sail the coast.
What if we got a boat that was big enough for horses?
That would be ideal.
That's great request, Kinderflinger. And gives the details to the shop for the for Tatiana.
Maybe it'll be done by the time we get back.
Okay. And then all right. Anything else?
Can I suggest some warm clothes and fur-lined boots and some furs? As someone who lives in the woods before, I know it can get rough in those cold climates.
I don't think we're going to cold climates. I think we're going to a desert.
Yeah, Ashley's correct. You guys are going to more like a desert climate.
So I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we need sunblock and some sun gear.
Yeah, there's sunscreen and Trin. Yeah, that.
You have SPF 30.
You just throw like pig shit all over your skin, right? And then it keeps the sun off.
Yeah, like Predator. You just
or Prey.
Oh yeah.
If we're going to the desert, our horses may not be of great use, honestly.
No, you definitely shouldn't name the horses.
I can help with food and water. I can create food and water. I have a spell for that. I just have to make sure it's prepared. Do I have it prepared, actually? That's a great question. Do I have it prepared already?
Do we have tents? Because that might be important in the desert. Maybe
Beds and tents we'll probably need.
Yeah, because I've read about. I've heard. The Earl has heard about people traveling through the desert. and sometimes they like to travel at night. So we might want some tents to sleep during the day because it's so hot.
I do have the food and water prepared, so I can create 40 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Oh, wow.
On the ground or in containers. So we can ask for containers, maybe? Like extra water
We
bottles?
could have done that outside the gate.
Okay. So after a short while, I'll fast forward a couple hours. Darrett returns to you guys, and he says, "Okay, okay, guys. The marshal, she agreed to send a contingent of troops to investigate this Lord Soth, but also she wants to know what the Dragon Army's agenda is in the Northern Waste, because we know that they've split off their troops, and some of them headed into the wasteland. So we need to look into that as well. So I've been given command of a few hundred soldiers. And so in order to not draw attention to us as we leave the bay, we don't want the Dragon Army knowing what's going on. So we're gonna cross the bay at night by ferry to a secluded cove called Wrecker's Edge, which is on the southeastern shore of the Waste. For from there, this is where the forces will disembark. And so, yeah, all of you have been given provisions, and we've procured some tents, and oh, here, and he hands all of you guys 2 healing potions.
Oh, awesome.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
He's like,
2 each?
Yeah, 2 each. So you all get 2 healing potions.
Oh, sweet.
I didn't have
Normal, I assume.
Normal, yes.
Stick them in my pack right next to my 4 good berries.
And he's like, okay, we're gonna leave in like 5 hours or so. So make your preparations. But just be careful when you're walking around the city, because the marshal's right. Even people around the keep here are starting to talk about you guys, and also the Knights of Slomnian, and what they're saying is not very nice.
All right, then.
Oh,
Life would be so much easier without Lord Bakaris around.
that it would. That it would.
Oh my god, yes.
Within the 5 minutes, I'm gonna find a nice quiet place to rest, and I'm gonna pray to Mishakal. And can I use my remove curse to try to remove that curse that takes off 5 of my hit points on my max hit points?
So you attempt to pray to Mishakal
For blessings.
to remove the curse
Yeah.
from the Berserker axe.
No, not that. From when I was touched with the necrotic fingers.
When you were that should have went away when you long rested.
Oh.
Yeah, it should have.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think that went away. You're good.
Okay, but yeah, I guess I'll still pray to Mishakal anyways, and pray for blessing and guidance and whatnot, and also to avoid any curses in the future, or to remove curses.
Okay, so as you attempt to cast the spell, you're starting to say the words, and then let me see. Where's remove curse? There we go. Let me read it real quick. Yeah. So as you start to say a prayer, and you start to move your hands and try to cast the spell, your other hand that's holding the axe starts cutting your hand where you're trying to do the somatic symboling, preventing you from completing the spell. So it's like you start to do the chants, you're moving your hands, you're doing the hand signals, and you're trying to do it over the axe. And then as you're running your hand to do the hand symbols, the other hand holding the axe is cutting that hand, preventing you from removing the axe from your possession.
I look at the axe and I go,
As you're very happy with this axe.
I think I'm cursed.
Mm.
Oh boy. Oh, Mishakal. What have I done? We done.
Can I stop by and just sell some stuff that I have?
Sure.
It's all
if
mundane, I think.
If you want to sell mundane stuff, just give yourself whatever half its value is, and you can just delete it out of your inventory.
All right.
Yeah, you can do that at the city market, no problem.
How do I add things? We could do this afterwards. But I see how you can make a new item.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you take something like a health potion? and add it?
Oh,
You just
you can always go to the compendium, but I mean, I can do it for you right now.
Okay.
If you click on the compendium, Ryan, which is the one next to the gears, and then if you click on the compendium browser, you can.
with the wrench? No.
Yeah, it looks like a book with a @ symbol inside of it or some kind of symbol.
Oh, over there, compendium packs. Got it.
Yeah. So if
Okay.
I just added a potion to your sheet, and then I'll just change the quantity to 2.
Oh, okay. There it is. Under equipment.
Yeah.
Okay. Got
so
it.
anytime you guys want to add stuff that I say you guys get, you can always get it from there.
Okay. That's good. Yep. Got it. Thanks. And Eric just taught me how to fish.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you depart? All right. So we will advance a couple hours to the dark of night. You guys, as you guys head to the bay, you guys see Darrett, and you guys have, you guys board this large ship. And it looks like there's going to be 2 ships in your fleet that are traveling. As you guys see, soldiers kind of boarding, and everybody's trying to like quickly do this, and they're trying to be sneaky about it, but it's kind of hard to transport that many people and not be noticed. And as you board one of the ships, you guys hear the water sloshing in the bay and the wood creaking as the ships depart from Calamon's dock in the dead of night.
I got one question for you.
Sure.
Did they grant us additional horses, and/or is there room for horses on the ship?
There is not room for horses, and they suggested that due to the and I would say you also would know this, Paul, is that with your research, with the flooding, you don't think horses are going to be a good idea.
Okay.
If sections of the wasteland can suddenly flood, you're just going to kill your horses because they're not going to be able to climb out of in time. So they don't have any horses they're taking with them, just troops.
Okay.
So as the ship is departing from the docks, you guys see that there's some people that have gathered to bid bye to loved ones, and in the darkness, soon those people kind of fade away from sight as you're kind of leaving the city, and you're out on the waters in the bay. And the ship cuts through the dark waters of Calamon Bay, sailing to the perilous shores under cloudy skies. Okay, so I need to get to the next thing. So,
wow, we're actually leaving this area.
You are leaving the city.
Mm-hmm.
So we are gonna move to the Calamon region map.
Yeah, whenever I go to the Calamon region map, I lose the city itself. Like that section to go to that map is gone.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
you're right.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter right now, anyways. But it just
I can't go back.
Just FYI.
Yeah. And did the librarian give us our map?
Yes. Sorry, Paul. Yes, they did. You guys have this map in your possession. So after you guys cross the bay, the boats arrive near Wrecker's Edge, and you guys see the waves crashing against jagged rocks along the shoreline. Beyond that shoreline, you guys see that there are red-hued canyons that they carve their way throughout the harsh landscape. And in the distance, you see mountainous crags and strange formations jut out of the sky. And the boats are kind of sitting off of the shoreline several hundred feet, and you guys have dropped anchor and are kind of holding in position. And Derek walks over to you guys. And he's like, so if you guys could take a rowboat and find a place where we can bring the ships in and safely disembark with all the troops. Is that something you guys think you could help out with?
I think we could accomplish something like that.
Too bad I didn't prepare walk on water. I didn't expect us to have a boat. Yeah.
Hey, right this way. And he kind of leads you to one side of the ship, and you guys get put into a smaller rowboat, and then they kind of lower the rowboat down into the water. The waves are actually pretty choppy, and who's helming the oars on the rowboat?
I guess I can. I'm strong.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a strength athletics check, Paul.
Okay. Here's where I'll roll in that one, probably. Or a 4, next best thing. 12.
Can I help you row?
So it takes you a little bit, you start to row away, and then the chop throws you back into the boat, and the boat rocks a little bit. But then you get the hang of it, and you're really working. You guys see beads of sweat dripping down Elgrim's forehead as the sun's beating on him, and he's working extra hard to get past the chop. And you guys make your way to the shore, and you guys spot a narrow cove. At one point, Baronum's like, "Hey, I think over there, this is a good place. Maybe we could sit down and check it out." And it takes you guys about a half hour or so of kind of rolling up the coastline to try to find a good place to get in, and you end up settling on this cove. So we are going to come onto a map, and then I am going to place the members of the party. Elgrim, turn off your
torch.
torch.
Trying to announce to everyone we're here?
Yeah.
I assume you don't have a torch out, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys make your way. Well, actually, it's nighttime, so I guess maybe you do have a torch. It's up to you.
Oh,
but
okay.
But I will say, Elgrim, if you are holding the torch, you can't hold your shield and your weapon, so you got to pick one or the other.
I can pull my sword out. Get a little dim light.
There we go. All right,
go.
Go ahead, Ryan. Turn on your sword effect. I think that's in your effects, right?
Oh, can I do that? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I think
on the sword itself.
I think it is turned on, actually, Ryan. So I think you're good.
I also have the daylight spell that I can target something, an object
It's
that
equipped.
isn't being worn or carried, and cause sunlight to alert for 60 feet.
Yeah. So Ryan's got light for everybody.
Yeah, that's my light, just because it's there, just being equipped. So, yeah, you take it out and you're like, this way, and then it's like a lightsaber. It's like a light scimitar.
All right, and then all of a sudden, ogres happen upon you. No,
Orcs.
Orcs. That's what it was. Sorry, fuck the reference up. Yeah. So you guys come upon the shoreline. You guys can be near the boat. I just put you there, wherever. It's up to you guys. So you guys see, as you kind of walk around the beach a little bit, I'll say that more up in this area up here, or can you see my pings if it's black for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Up there, you guys see like some rotten, abandoned buildings. And Baronum, you think it might be from like abandoned smugglers or something. But you can definitely tell that nobody's been here for quite some time.
Yeah, I'll relay that. It's probably some smugglers. It's a nice bay for them to be, but they haven't been here, not for a while.
That would make sense.
Go ahead, Baronum. Give me a perception check.
Pink. 22.
Um, 22. Yeah. You do notice, as you've been kind of walking around this beach, there is a ship that's smaller than your guys' ship that you arrived on. That's kind of docked on the shoreline on the opposite side of the beach over here.
So that's not ours. That's a beach ship.
Yes. Well, there's a ship that is there, and it looks quite nice. It looks in working condition.
Oh. You guys see that? I point my scimitar at the ship.
Huh.
Wonder.
So I'm gonna move.
That.
Can you guys see it or no?
See what?
Yeah, it's grayed out. But
to go this way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's visible
yes.
on the map, but not within our light.
That's
okay.
That's not ours.
No.
Oh.
No, your boat is here.
Well, yeah, but the boat is out.
The boat is out in the water. And as you approach Serinda, you notice the this ship appears to be of Sylvanesti elven origin.
Oh.
You've seen boats like these before, back in your youth, when you lived among the elven people.
I wonder, why would a boat like this be here? So I'll go up to it. Is there like any writing on it or anything?
As you look at the ship, you don't see a name or anything. Actually, that's not true. We'll make a name up. One moment. Yeah, you see the name
Exxon Valdez.
Zeno Inaro, written in Elvish on the side of the ship.
What's it say?
I'm sorry, Eric. What was that?
I'll type it into the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Zeno Inaro. Yeah, and the ship, you can see, you guys see it's small, but it's definitely seaworthy. Does nobody has like a sailor background or anything, right, in their character?
No.
So I would say one of you can go ahead and make a intelligence check if you would like.
Oh gosh. Intelligence.
But only one of you.
What are you fellers?
What was the check?
Intelligence.
I'd be rolling straight up.
I have a +1.
That's better than me.
You might be the smartest person in our group, Ashley.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait, does everybody have like an 8 intelligence?
No, I think everyone's got 10s except for me and Ashley.
Mark, what do you got?
I don't have the intelligence, but I know Elvish.
Okay. Well, somebody give me an intelligence roll. I don't care.
All
One
right.
roll.
Okay.
Mark, are you doing that or am I?
No, I'm not that smart.
Just roll it.
We're a bunch of dummies.
I guess it's me. Oh.
All right, go for it,
Fingers
Ashley.
crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
19.
Okay. With a 19, you think that this ship is has sailed from the Sylvanesti from Sylvanesti, which is way far south of here. Like
I've been there.
and you also feel like that this ship is is large enough to fit maybe a dozen crew members. But you guys don't see anybody on the deck. So maybe they could be below deck. You definitely know that there are bunks in chambers below deck.
Can I look around the ship for like footprints on the sand?
Yeah, when you look around, you definitely see there are footprints. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Oh, wow.
I will
Nice.
survive. Yes.
You will make it through.
You definitely see at least, you think maybe, I don't know, 8 to 12 people have been on this beach.
Possibly a dozen people have been on this beach.
Some of them more recent. A lot of them are older, right? And have been kind of washed away a little bit as the tide comes in, as the wind blows. But there's definitely at least one set of fresh footprints.
These ones are newer.
Why would elves be here?
I mean, maybe they crashed.
Oh,
I mean, their boat looks to be docked. It doesn't look like it's wrecked or anything.
Okay, it's like it's just.
It's like it's pulled up onto shore.
Yeah, so they
and there's like an anchor down in the sand, right?
Okay.
Like it's basically they put it here on purpose, from
Yeah.
what you guys can tell.
So
Okay.
in Elvish, I don't know. It's like, do you think it's wise to see if we can hail someone from the ship? Wonder if...
Well, yeah, I mean, it might not be a bad idea.
Alright, so...
If we just traipse aboard their vessel and they're there, they might take it as a hostile action.
Right.
Well, how about we introduce ourselves and say hello?
Alright, so...
You guys go.
Alright, so I yell out, Metal, with, Elvish for friend.
Okay.
Pero malo... So yeah.
Go ahead. What are you saying in Elvish, Ashley? You don't actually have to speak Elvish. You can
you can
just speak English. It's okay.
Speak friend and enter.
I'm not quizzing you guys on the languages that you know in character.
Speak friend and enter.
Okay. Several moments go by and there's no response.
That doesn't sound good. Can we... I look for a way to get up on the ship, because that doesn't sound...
Yeah, you see that there's a rope ladder on the one side near where you're standing that you could climb to get onto the deck.
Alright.
I suddenly feel like I could climb that at pretty good speed. I'm gonna grab onto the rope and climb right up to the boat.
Yeah.
At 40 feet per turn.
When you all right, so you are on the ship.
Right.
And as you get on deck, you can see that there's nothing of real value here. I'm going to pause for a moment while I do the description. There's nothing of real value here. Oh, yeah. All right. When I pause the game, don't move your tokens, please. All right.
Sorry, it was already in process. Sorry.
All right. So yeah, you guys don't see anything of real value that stands out. You see some barrels that are tied down. the deck appears to be empty, but as Burnham and Serinda pull themselves up onto the deck, you one moment, I gotta look something up.
I loot like their fire bombs and their
You loot
plus
all
the
their
barrels.
stuff.
I want some more planks and cannonballs and bananas and coconuts.
Definitely more bananas.
Gonna go below and
yeah. So
cook a
as
fish, forget about it.
Serinda and Burnham step onto the deck, you hear intruder, 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 shouting throughout the cove, and
I think they mean us.
I think so too.
And suddenly some creatures appear as if out of thin air, and they're swirling creatures that as if the air is moving itself, and you see eyes and a mouth, and it looks like it has ill will towards you. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight's session.
Man.
Oh, look, Marion! Yeah.
Right.
As the party intrudes on this elven ship, and it's as if the wind itself has formed to defend the ship from the intruders that are boarding it.
Interesting.
Boy, am I glad I did not intrude aboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Okay. Well, I still can't figure out why an elvish ship would be here, especially with that. But okay.
Well, we'll have to ask these cloud people that are trying to kill us.
Right. That sounds like a logical idea.
Yeah.
So.
Why did that alarm voice sound so robotic?
it's ChatGPT.
There you go.
Actually, no, ChatGPT does not sound
The
robotic.
elvish Skynet is going online, and it's about to take you guys out. All right, Ashley, who are we raiding tonight?
That's what I'm actually getting into here. So, let's see who's online.
And of course, I overprepared. You guys spent way longer in the city than I anticipated.
I'm surprised we got out of the city.
Me too, honestly, but
Just knowing how players work.
I prepared the next 3 locations, including this one, and you guys got to this one.
Yeah, no, you don't have to prepare as much next time.
Yeah, I'm killing myself because I stayed up late last night. Because I did all the Foundry prep on Sunday, so like I was updating your characters. I had to build all the maps for this chapter, and I had to bring in like the wild shape stuff for Mark. And so last night I was like, oh, all I got to do is read the book, and then I'll be ready to go. Because I did all the maps on Sunday, and then as I'm reading the book, I'm like, oh shit, I got to make NPCs, and I got to do this, I got to do that. Like, I was like, fuck. So then I stayed up late last night prepping for today, and of course, you guys get to the first location. Yay! That's how it always goes. If I didn't prep it, you guys would be on to the 3rd location. That's just how it
I mean,
I don't think we would. We're so slow.
So
no, there was a lot of good role play tonight, guys. Give yourself inspiration if you don't have it. A lot of good stuff in the city I didn't prepare for, and I probably should have, but yeah, it was really good. So
but yeah.
Cool.
So Fargrim the Barbarian is streaming, so I'm gonna raid over there.
25 hit.
If I fit.
And everybody's good in 2 weeks' time, right? For what is that? The 22nd?
Is it already?
Yeah,
The 22nd in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
That's my birthday.
Oh.
Oh wow!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So now we need to do. Everybody needs to buy like a cupcake or something, and then we can sing Mark happy birthday. I'm serious. We're gonna sing Mark happy birthday in 2 weeks' time.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
It's legal now. They can't do shit.
True. So, all right.
I'll have to bring a cupcake.
Yeah, I mean, the cupcakes I made yesterday will not. They'll probably be moldy by then. But
You can
They
ship
should make
them to
new
Mark,
ones.
Ashley.
huh?
Yeah.
I said you can ship them to Mark.
There we
Yeah.
go. There you go. They'll probably be stale by the time he gets them. Then be hard as a rock. Emote. You know, the best thing I can do probably is an emote cupcake. Or crocheted one, but I can't guarantee that being done right now. I have a lot of my crochet project bin.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, cool. So 2 weeks from now, we'll be back here. Next week, we're still doing Warhammer Fantasy. We're all still good for that one too. So, all right. So with that, go ahead and we'll start rating Fargrim the Barbarian.
Cool.
Yeah. Are we? Is it going?
Dun, dun, dun. Looks like we're there.
Cool.
Uh-huh.